In Puerto Rico today, as you can see, even in the main touristy area district, there's buildings for sale everywhere. Now, many of these buildings are abandoned and for sale because there's a mass exodus of people leaving Puerto Rico because of new tax hikes and, of course, economic problems. The government here recently made a very official statement saying that they're officially shit out of luck because they're in $72 billion debt and there's no way of paying it off. Just a few days ago, the people here were levied with an 11.5% sales tax, the highest in all 50 states. There's also a lot of police in the tourist district now hassling the street vendor, but not in the poor areas where crime is becoming a major factor. This, of course, is causing a mass migration of people moving from Puerto Rico to the U.S. mainland, which experts are saying is the largest since the 1950s. According to the official numbers, over 150,000 people left this country between 2010 and 2013, and that number now is rapidly increasing. And obviously everyone's pointing the finger at big government here that made very poor economic decisions, and also the U.S. federal government that clearly implemented policies that do not work. The U.S. government said it would not bail out Puerto Rico and actually took away 11% of its Medicaid funding while increasing Medicaid funding by 3% for all other 50 states. Just talked to the local bartender here, and he's sad that his friends are leaving, and pretty much described the situation as shit out of luck. Of course, the normal people here are left to pay for the government's mistakes, and a lot of them are suffering. I just don't understand when people will get that big government is not the answer. Right now, we're outside Pendejo's mansion. This is what the locals call it here, but in English terms, it's the governor's mansion. I'm actually with the governor of Puerto Rico right now. We're going to ask him some tough questions. Why don't you leave the union? Why don't you legalize Bitcoin? Why don't they create their own currency and stop implementing federal policies that are destroying this country? But of course, like every politician, we never get a real answer. The governor definitely had something to hide. Energy is also a huge issue here in Puerto Rico. Puerto Ricans actually pay twice the national average for their electricity, and the government doesn't even know if it's going to make its payment to the energy company. Even access to water is extremely difficult here in Puerto Rico. There's actually a water shortage, and the government has issued water rationing to its citizens. Here's the Policía Federales, big government agents, harassing a street performer, while there's very serious crime just happening 2 miles away from here. So, with an unpayable debt, high electricity costs, expensive food, water shortages, the situation in Puerto Rico could be described in one word: fucked. And obviously, people here are suffering. Why can't we all just understand that big government always fucks us? And it always will. There is though one incentive to living in Puerto Rico. If you're an American citizen, you live here for half of the year and have your own business, you actually don't have to pay federal income tax. And after weighing all the options, it actually could be a better choice. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you found this video informative, and if you did, click the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. We're going to have a lot more content coming your way here on youtube.com/WeAreChange.